Okay, today we're gonna make a Valentine gnome. I have plenty of materials here. I have some felt. I have some material that's kind of fake fur. I have some yarn. It's kind of like a wool yarn that it's in with the knitting yarn. I have a nylon that's a knee-high. I have ribbon, I have decorations, Valentine decorations here. I have rubber bands here. I have a sock. I have a small water bottle. And I have plenty of rice. So, and stuffing is what you're gonna need for this project. So, there are two different ways that you can do the gnome. You can do it in a sock, where you fill the sock up with rice halfway, cut off part of this and fill it up halfway, then stuff it with stuffing and rubber band it, and then use the rest of the sock. You turn it inside out, rubber band it to make a hat. And you can use that for your gnome. But today, I'm just gonna use a small Gatorade bottle, and then I'm gonna fill it with rice in a funnel. You can do different ways, but the funnel really seems to work well. You're also gonna need a hot glue gun too, so you have some parents with you. It's a good idea to have them help you with that. All right, so now I have my bottle with rice in it. I put the lid on so it doesn't spill out. I'm gonna take a nylon, and knee-high is what I'm using. Place it over the bottle. Pull it up like that. Then I'm going to take some of the batting. I'm going to kind of play with and make a nose. And then I'm going to stick it into my nylon. And decide where I want to place it. I think I'm going to place it about right here. So then I'm going to take a rubber band. I have different sizes of rubber bands here, but for like the nose, I like the smaller rubber bands, because too much rubber band, you know, for your nose, you really don't need too much of a large rubber band for it. I'm going to wrap this around a few times. You can make your nose any size you want, right there. So I have my nose there. And then I'm gonna trim off the extra nylon. I'll set that aside. Now you can glue this down a little bit if you want. I think it should stay fairly well, but if you want to secure it down, that's fine. So it should look like that. So what I'm going to do, I have this already measured out felt piece, and I'm just going to slide it over my nylon. Up. Now, I also took a craft stick. This is some accessories you can add. I took some craft sticks, I cut them in half, I painted them black, and I'm going to add them. You don't have to, but I just think it looks kind of nice. I'm going to add them for like their shoes, their boots. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add his beard. Now I have these different, you find it in the yarns section. It's not woolly, but it's a yarn material. You can use that. All right, so I took some of this yarn, put a small little black rubber, cut it, and I put a small little black rubber band around it to hold it together. And so I've kind of created this beard for him. And I would just place it under his nose, or I have all this fur. You can try different materials or see what you have at home. You do that, or I think I'm going to go with the pink. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just run some hot glue along the edge right here. Place it down and stretch it around underneath the nose. So then I made a hat, which is like a cone shape, and you can go online and you can get different size patterns or different designs of hats. They don't have to be like the cone shape, but this is what I'm going to use. I went ahead and hot glued that so the seam is in the back, and I'm going to place it. I might hold it up a little bit. Okay, so now have the hat on, the beard. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to add some arms to him. So what I did, I kind of created some arms. I took some of the felt that I used for his jacket, and I cut two like squares. And these are a smaller version, but I cut two squares, it's about the same size. And then what I did was I rolled it together, and then I kind of glued one end. There, it looks like a sleeve, but it has a little hole there. So then I took a wooden bead, and you just want some of it sticking out so it looks like a hand. So here are my two that I have done. And so what I did, I went ahead and I held them both up to my gnome, and I just put a little marking on there so I know where I want to glue them. So then I am going to add some Valentine decorations. I have plenty of items here. You can use some pom-poms. Like you can put some pom-poms on the top of his hat if you want. I have some Valentine's confetti hearts that I think I'm gonna place right up there. Is your Valentine gnome, and you can just have it for decoration, or if there's somebody you know would like to have it as a gift. They're a lot of fun to make. Thank you.